How many times a day do you think about the Roman Empire? Well, today I'm going to be thinking about it an awful lot because today, in Crusader Kings 3, I'm going to be trying to prevent the collapse of the Roman Empire. So what problems are facing this character, the apostate, the last pagan ruler of the Roman Empire? Well, firstly and titularly, we are Hellenic and the empire is, well, it's looking very, very Christian. Then on top of that, we have migrating hordes. They're constantly declaring war every couple of months, not to mention the regular migratory peoples that are raiding us all the time. On top of this, we have the competence mechanic. We'll be judged in 3 areas. We have economic, military, and diplomatic. There's a lot of modifiers here, but essentially, if our empire is overstretched and we're not well prepared to deal with it, we will rapidly start to decline. By the way, we start the game massively overstretched. Spoilers, this is a very, very hard challenge, and my first attempt in this video, I fail. I just straight up fail. So let's see how many tries in this video it's going to take me to actually save the Roman Empire. Emperor Julian II, the apostate. This is the last pagan ruler of Rome. Would die in a campaign against the Sassanid Empire. But today, we are going to see if we can't keep the Western Roman Empire from collapsing. Potentially, we'll even look to be expanding. Oh dear, there's a struggle. I don't do well in these. The Romano-Iranian Wars. Ever since the fall of Seleucia at the hands of the Parthian Empire and the subjugation of Pontus and Armenia by the Roman Empire, the 2 great civilizations of Rome and Iran have been in conflict against each other for supremacy over the Near East. Let's see. How do I win? My player era Nice. Okay, so we need a wife. How Christian is the empire right now? Well, that's not good, is it? Kind of mostly Christian. Oh dear, oh dear. Do we have any of our holy sites? No. Oh my god, there's so many. Serapism. What the hell is this? Balisindidism? This divergent interpretation of the Christian gospel. Great Ark conquered much of the world and thought he was a god, but eventually learned that there were much higher beings themselves. That's a very cool belief system. All right, well, that's the first thing. We do have Constantinople, but it's not at the levels that it is in usual CK3. All right, what about this struggle? How do I resolve it? Roman total victory. What do I need for this? No other realm controls more than 20% of the Near East, and I have to have Tisfun. So the Near East is this. So I need to fight the Sassanids, basically. All right. It feels like a bad time to mention that I'm not exactly the best at administrative gameplay, mainly because I don't do it. But, you know, sure, monthly influence. Okay, we do have an estate. That's useful. God, this feels like a mammoth task already. Lifestyle. Apparently going for learning. Let's go theology. I'm going to go full, like, back to what we wanted to do, you know, back to Hellenism. All right. I'm going to put Rome as the capital of the empire. It feels like a good idea. So to put a new state faith, I need 5,000 piety and 5,000 influence. That's going to take a while. Bribing the Senate's going to cost 1,000. They're shooting bread. By paying 16,000, we can give it with the entire Roman Empire bread. Giving popular opinion plus 10. And counter modifier cannot join peasant rebellion rabble factions. Okay, good to know. What is this? You must complete this within one ruler's lifetime. Build the 3rd temple in Jerusalem. Christians would really get upset. Your Christian vassals will likely convert to your faith. I mean, go on then. Oh, no. No. No, I wanted to see how much it would cost. Oh, God. Well, there goes my money. Oh, God. All right, so if I unpause for a little bit. Instability of the empire. See, I knew there would be something. Our empire's vast, its frontiers are always threatened. Stability of the empire is tied to 3 competences, how we do in military, civic, and diplomatic fields. Keep them high, ensures stability, low, and empire will collapse. It's in the Realm tab under the Imperial Laws. Realm tab, Imperial Laws. Oh my god. Military size expectations. What does that mean? Why is it going to be minus 1 million or 100,000? What? Okay. And what's this? Integrated territories. We are so dead. This gives holding taxes, vassal tax contribution. Let's do that. We'll find out if that was a good idea. God, this is going to be rough. What's this? A nephew of Constantine I, many of your family members were murdered in a purge by your cousin Constantinus II. Through happenstance, you became his representative in Gaul after your half-brother Gallus was executed, appropriately named. After your cousin attempted to requisition your Gallic troops for a war against the Sassanids, you declared yourself Augustus. Civil war was the only avoided by Constantinus' death. Now you stand as the sole ruler of the Roman Empire, your last hope to turn back the tide of Christianity, your future. So, should I go after the Sassanids immediately? Do we have a truce right now as well? And we need a spouse. I forgot that. All right, I'm gonna marry this woman. There's a courtier. She's beautiful. It's the only trait I could get. All right, let's see if we can get some more money coming in. And let's institute you as my oracle. Let's see if we can convert Rome. That's gonna be very quick. Excellent. All right, domestic affairs for you. So now I'm married. Oh, Centurion helmet. Cool. Roman Sparta. It's a lot going on. I think there's things I could put up in my court as well. Yeah. put up literally everything here. It's a random obelisk, old Legion Scutum, another obelisk. This one's damaged, and then a bust of Marcus Aurelius. Gonna have to. That's gonna cost me 72 a month. All right, can't be doing that. Yeah, I can't even slightly afford that. We don't have any Menatons right now. All right, good to know. Okay, that's a lot of raiders. All right, let's go in and fight the raiders. Let's see how we go on. Request permission to raid. No? Why would I give you that? Artifact. Cool. Thank you. All right, so we're going to get raided. There's nothing much I can do about that. Cool. Oh, boy. All right, and how long is this truce? Truce signed after an uneasy tension yet to be broken. She's got 2 struggles going on. I need to get some actual military. The Palatini. And I'll get some Cataphractoi when I can afford them. Oh, God. This is really bad. I'm already in debt. This project's going to be the death of me. Migrate to flee the Huns. After recent subjugation by the Huns, Amalric has decided his people's fortunes will be much improved by migrating to greener pastures. Unfortunately, those pastures are mine. Oh, good. Where is he? But where is he, though? He's over there. How do I beat him? Man, this is hard. All right, let's fight him here. Someone's trying to kill me. Yeah, standard. Life of the Emperor. I just sort of assumed that. Oh, God. Major civic failure led to the inevitable. It's now known. Okay, so we've gained civic competence collapsed. That's not good. Now we're losing a lot of money. That looks like a white piece, which is good. Oh, God. More migrators. A white piece with 1 sot. More people migrating. This fire insurance thing's gone bad. Okay, so I need to do this again because I've lost so much money from this. It's a miracle I've just been trying to keep myself afloat. But I definitely need to restart. Because look, it's constant. We're not cutting here. It's just I'm just gonna keep on playing the footage. And look again, we've just been losing so many a month. Oh my God! And then just everyone's migrating inwards. Jesus. So these guys are all migrating where? All around this area. So in future I need to get set up like that. Okay. All right. I think it's when your competence hits 0. So why is our competence this bad? Gold reserves are low. Our yearly income is bad, which is going to make it worse. Okay, so I'm gonna. This is an information gathering exercise at present. But I think the third, yeah, they're all dead. The third temple, definitely not a good idea to go for initially. Oh, well, I did it apparently. So that should convert a lot of people to me, a lot of my own vassals, allegedly. But it didn't. What other information should I gather? I want to see, is this the yearly change? Unprotected borders, what does that mean? Has choose you as an ally or is the target of the stronghold and if they can raid you? Okay. According to skill of your chancellor is divided by your vassal count and added to diplomatic competence. So why is it negative? It's actually positive now. Okay, so that's going to go up. And this yearly change, the men-at-arms regiments and powerful knights will help it, as well as our army size. Size of the empire is not something I can really change. Unprotected borders. Choose to you as your ally is a target stronghold, and if they can raid, you've defeated their army or are their suzerain. So I need to make sure that doesn't collapse. And the big one's the civic competence, because if I hit civic competence, I'll never get out of it again. So what do I have to do for that? Unintegrated content. Fine. Yearly income, gold reserves, developed empire. This is gonna be the hard one to keep. The other two I think I can keep. And then obviously I'm gonna have to fight all of these different Hunnic individuals, and they're all gonna run to me. Not impossible, just very, very rough. Okay, right. We're gonna have to restart. We're gonna have to take this a lot more seriously. Right, here we go. We just got a stave of collapse, or at least speed recovery, right? So I think we get rid of Britain because it's gonna give us a lot of money at the start. I don't need it. Claim Rome, and that actually gets rid of the struggle because my capital's in there, so I'm not involved. So we can change that later, but that's the first thing. I'm not gonna build that temple, so we'll have some money, which is nice. There are territories that are de jure part of Rome. Like these ones here that I need to get rid of. Oh, this is gonna be hard, dude. I don't even know where to start. I think the most competent guys in charge at all times. All right, let's get some Platine and some Cataphractoi. Honestly, I'm gonna go stewardship and get this wealth focus. I don't think there's anything I can do for the civic competence. All right, let's get going. Are you my tributary? Oh, okay, cool. Have to double check. Any of this help? You honestly think? Let's go for bureaucracy. All right. Now, I have to fight these guys. I cannot allow them to raid. Fight this lot. And how are we doing now in competence? So that's going down. Just that's a horrifying amount. Developed empire, yearly income. I don't think there's much I can do about those things. All right, so abandon Britain. We are going to... Yep, abandon Britain. Loses prestige. We gain 5,000 big ones. Okay, my wife is pregnant. Good. All right, I'm gonna host a feast. Main reason for this is I need 8 months until it begins. Damn. There we go. Getting a lot of good prestige there. All right, now we need to start helping out our borders. Take them out. Nice. That's the start. Only downside is these guys are all raiding. So I need to go fight that. It's like they wait for me to declare war and immediately attack me. I mean, that makes sense. Go again. Now this lot. Now what I'm trying to do here is I'm desperately trying to get this competence up. And I could do that by getting unprotected borders down as much as possible, whilst also growing my army. That is the plan here. I think that this civic competence, I don't know that there's anything I can do about it, frankly. I think that's dead. So that's why I'm keeping my money hale at the moment. There you go, failing competence. So now our civic competence is really bad. But we have money. We're above our domain limit as well. All right, we get the permanent tributary just in time to have to fight this lot. Where are you? Over here somewhere. Okay. Not that they are. I'm not sure how economic recovery... Oh, God, more of them. I'd say I don't know how economic recovery works. Are you going to Slavia, did you say? Let's get taxman. Someone's trying to kill me, but we've drawn even with our finances right now. But the Huns expanding means they're going to keep on sending guys my way. So I just got to, like, I've just got to basically have a permanent thing here. Here we go. Take them out. Nice. Each time I'm just offering a white piece because there's really no point me, you know, continuing it. In between these little attacks, should we call them, whatever, I'm continually subjugating these guys and improving my little domain thing there. It doesn't take me too long, so I've just been able to, like, pip a couple. I'm not sure how you're able to raid me, given that you're my subject. Oh, man, that's just frustrating. All right, Imperial's laws-wise, like I said, the economic stuff is dead. But we're getting there. We survive another 10 years on military, thanks to dropping the unprotected borders down by a bunch. And our Metatarms, once we got our economy sorted out, our Metatarms should be fine. We are, by the way, at war with the Huns. They attacked one of my tributaries, which is good for me because it means I could somewhat prevent what's going on here. I should have done this, Knight Effectiveness and Prowess, because then I could get like more knights and such, and better knights, which would help with the military side of things, but I didn't. Okay, so we've beaten the Huns in one war, so they've prevented, they're no longer pushing into this territory. What I'm thinking of doing now is just attacking them outright. Bear in mind they have like special soldiers and horsemen and everything else. If I claim as a permanent tributary and I win that war, then him taking out all the other guys is actually quite useful for me. Let's try. I think we'll be okay. I'm fairly confident we can win this war. Alright, we've done okay initially. The advantage we have is our commanders are so much better than his. Alright, lads. Take him out. Okay, we're good. Alright, I need to finish this war quickly. We cannot afford a protracted war. We are incredibly poor. Oh, we've taken over siege as well. Shooting by air sea. Well, why are you fighting me? Caught another army. I'm not going to join the Christian faith, even though it's probably a good idea. Oh man, if I'm not as like jumpy and charismatic as I usually am when I'm recording these things, chaps, it's because this is a difficult, damned challenge. Very much 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of vibe. And there it is, a permanent tributary. I've actually checked what this is. They pay 10% of their income to us. They give us prestige. They lose reinforcement rate. We gain levy reinforcement rate. We get Metatarms per 20 tributaries. We can't declare war. They can call me to war, and I can annex them later. All right. Whew. Decent enough state. Now let's try figuring out how we're gonna get better. Our competence is actually going up. Our diplomatic competence is going up, which is nice. I don't know how edicts work, but okay. Vassal tax contribution. Yeah, let's do that. Administrative focus. That's gonna give us more vassal tax contribution. That money's gone up a little bit there. Occurred to me I haven't been educating my daughter. That's a problem. Let's get some archer cavalry. Religion-wise, I've managed to convert... Ooh, what's this? Deity. Monthly income. I've managed to convert Rome, which gives us stewardship and development growth. This could be quite nice. And these are all random like fights and claims and stuff. I don't really care too much. Oh, I care about that. That's a Cold War. Okay. Have to fight this one. Cartly claim. Can't be having that. It occurred to me as well that the Huns can't, like, I killed a lot of their special soldiers, so they can't just advance as they usually do. So that was probably the best thing I've done. Oh, it's the orca whale that really damaged trade. Like, it was there for like 15 years. It was during Justinian time as well. Yeah. Let's see. Did I stop it? It's unstoppable. Damn, that's actually really painful. Holding taxes, development growth. That's really bad. Competence-wise, our military is increasing, our diplomacy is increasing. We're in a decent place. I've been grinding this for a while, declaring war on border guys in between the Hunnic expansion, and the Huns don't seem to be able to expand as much as they previously were able to. So that's really, really good. That's a huge positive. Now, the only unprotected border I think is the Sassanid one, like only significant one. I don't want to fight them because they have more troops than us, and if we die, it's over. There's no, wouldn't really work. I can actually get up to extortionate imperial authority if 2 competence bars are at least 5,000. So once I build up my army a bit more. The only downside now is our religious situation. To book artifacts as well. Port Grandeur is dropping, and there's not really much I can do about that. I'm poor. All right, let's try to tackle the civic competence then. So, let's see, developed empire. For each integrated county, each point of development below 6 decreases your civic competency by 1. So we need to go through 270 provinces and increase them all. If I could do that, it still won't be enough. I do have one idea. Firstly, that's like, I need to start doing that in terms of the development. So, you know, let's begin like that. Development's going to rise over time naturally, so I just have to keep everything together and not fail. Let me check. Over here, that's development 6. That's 9, 5. So let's, you can see they all are going up, so that's good. It's a very interesting way of doing it. Each point of development above 6 increases it by 1. Below 6 decreases it. So let's just, let's find the ones that are bad. And we'll go from there. Okay, well, here's 4. Alright, start in Sardinia then. Right, and we've inherited Adrianopolis. Nice. I think what I need to do as well is hoard money. Right, some of these characters. Because if I could build up my gold reserves, because my gold reserves right now plus 100. Lustrous steel, laminar armor. Nice. So I get a point per 20 gold. So if I can, like, get that up to... I need another 6,000 gold and that'll start to tick up on its own. Okay, cool. Let's do that. The Huns are dealing with an uprising. They're calling me in. No. Liberty War again. No. Unruly Lords. Ugh. Reinvest gift. Nope. I'll take the 250. Okay. The money's gone up quite quick now. I've stopped spending it. When I was maintenance, it's actually so useful. And now that I have to like raise my troops every so often. I do need to fight people who raid me though. Kind of important. In fact, grab use a permanent tributary. It's your own fault. I wasn't even looking down here. Levies are going up, which is nice. All right. I feel somewhat more in control. I'll keep on trying to convert the empire. I think that side of things it's kind of been slacking a little bit. More further than Nicene Christianity, though. All right, also got to make sure that I'm continually shifting this around. Now that you've gotten to 6. And there we go. All the other ones are not mine, right? Just got to triple check these. These are all just tributary stuff. Cool. And the Huns have nothing left. Amazing. All right, more people converting to our faith. So most of my major vassals have done that. Like for example, this Hispanic guy. I mean, he was already there, to be fair. He was. I can't claim credit for that. He's already doing that. I'm being raided. Let's get a truce. Cool. I inherited something. I know I got Alexandria and I handed that out, but what was the other thing I got? Oh god, I don't know what it is. There's a temple in there. There you go. Britain's doing alright. I've just allied Linnaeus, apparently. Everyone's from Queer. What's that? Living, breathing entity. The world is filled with local deities. Some native to Britain, while others arrived there from both from the Hellenized world. Okay, cool. There's no right or wrong as long as the strict Chthonic codicon is follow. That's nice. Alright, this is now going to 4. It's going up. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, policies. What? I didn't click on it before. If I click on it, it pops up another thing. Vassal cost 250. Vassal focus. Direct vassal opinion. Why would I do that? Cultivate love. Imperial standards the current law. Domain taxes, direct vassal opinion. Oh, popular focus. Do that. Domain taxes plus 20%. Direct vassal opinion minus 10. Popular opinion plus. This is very, very cool. Taxation, so I can go one step further. Very cool. Generational belligerence. What else could I do here? Erudition, glory. Number of knights plus 1's actually going to probably help quite a lot. Let's do that. The developed empire is actually helping us out massively, as I predicted. Our gold income, our real income and our gold reserves are doing really well. Integrated territories. Okay, so we're firing on all cylinders. So we've got negative numbers, which is more domain taxes and more development growth, which is nice. But anything else? I think we've gotten everything we need from those. So yeah, we'll stick to this. Military manuals. Is there anything that's going to help with our army size? We're going to focus on administrative efficiency. That's development growth. Popular figurehead, I think, is going to help a lot because the developed empire, where is it? Integrated territories. High popular opinion, or unfortunately, forcing absolute control will reduce the penalty. So I think if I go for popular opinion and then I switch out to going military, I think that's going to help a lot. Okay, our warrior is now done. Let's go over here. Look at this. Ah, it's all coming together. Oh, my daughter died. Star Legend. Custodian. Yep, that's exactly what I want. There you go. It's going to hurt our economic development, but that is ideal. Inherited the Civitas of Africa. Do I want to keep any of these? I don't think so. I'll give it to my daughter. Restore civic competence. There we go. After a great and shameful incompetence, after a period of great and shameful incompetence in our civic management, we've gained our strength and the world considers the realm as the best once again. So we lose the domain taxes, vassal taxes, stewardship and domain limit, which was really nasty. Nice. Okay. And our competence is actually ridiculously good now. It's actually our military competence that's slacking. So the empire and unprotected borders. Yeah, I'm not really sure how else I'd do that. Okay, popular figurehead, which might just break how good our imperial competence is going to be. And now I think we're going to switch over to martial. And we're going to go to chivalry focus. We're going to go down this gallantry. Didn't even see this was a thing. What is this? Senatorial task. Everyone's loyal. Legislation powers. No rights. Regular rights. Absolute rights. Gives me a lack of dread. But I don't really have any dread anyway. Can only change legislation contracts once every 5 years. Vassals have high imperial election power. Exclusion levy reinforcement rate plus 70%. Or men-at-arms counter efficiency. That's all pretty good, but I don't really care about that much too much. Maybe give them absolute rights. We get popular opinion plus 20. And they're all supportive now. What does that do? Well, they're all supportive, so that's good. Import amber. Build a Roman bathhouse. I'm tempted to build the third Temple of Jerusalem. It was rough, don't get me wrong. Have another thing here, cool. It was rough, but I think I could have the money for it. I think I can do it. I need to hand out these titles. Too many duchies. I forgot that the duchies will revert to me, and yeah, I need to actually give them back. Macedonia, Solitarius. Sure, you have that. I don't want this. Someone else. Someone else. Grant to, yeah, my player and daughter and vassal. Sure, that's a thing, I guess. I'm not gonna look at the borders. Why am I struggling to give like titles away? It's just not here. Weird. Very weird. All right, you know what? We're going to do the third temple thing. All right, rebuilding the temple. So I think last time, high should reduce building costs. Intrigue will help identify threats. And that was a big problem for us. Like, they just kept on... Like, the intrigue was bad. Local ruler is best suited for this task. So who's the local ruler? She's not suited. Okay, so let's get a steward in. That has, like, a decent birth, like this guy. 20 and 15. The Trembling. Let's go to promote a legend. That'll be good. Yeah, see, it's a money sink, but I think we can afford it with our 6k, and we're not having problems with our competency anymore. In fact, we can go to extortionate. I think we can. If 2 bars needs to be 5,000, we can actually get that soon. 2 needs to be 5,000. We could absolutely do that. That'll be 5,000 soon. Popular focus, direct vassal opinion, minus 10. Development growth. Let's do that. Pass law. Assimilation. Don't want to do either of those things, to be honest. Kind of regret clicking that button, but oh well. Stalwart leader. So what we want is household guard. Ah, there we go. After about 3,000 ducats, the cause of the fire has been found. It was sabotage. There you go. All done. Well, look who's massively in debt. I can upgrade my legend. Increase quality. Thank you. Monthly martial lifestyle experience. Yep, yes, ourselves a trophy room. There we go. The third Temple of Jerusalem. At long last, the third temple has been built on Temple Mount. Throngs of Jews newly allowed back into Jerusalem raucously cheer my entourage as I wind my way up to the temple for the grand opening. After withstanding sabotage and natural disasters alike, I found overturned Jesus' prophecy and dealt a serious blow for the Jews and against the Christians. Christian vassals are likely to convert to your faith. Jewish vassals will love you. There you go. The Christian faith will suffer massive further penalties whilst Jewish faith will be revitalized. Alright, there we go. The third temple. And now what we're going to do is... Oh, wait for a little bit. Oh, Dynasty Legacy. Number of knights plus 1. Yes, please. Alright, so just to summarize what I'm doing here, I've decided to declare war on the Sassanids. I had a guy that has a claim on the entirety of the Sassanid Empire, but we're going to try and take Ctesiphon and the main capital, and then we're going to shift over here, because I want to see what happens if I win the whole struggle. Everyone is 4 years in debt. Damn. They do have more men at arms counter, but I think we should be fine. I am, however, now starving because our supplies aren't exactly the greatest. My wife died from smallpox. Sorry, Shahanshah, the guy I'm fighting, is now promoting my legend because I threatened him. I mean, yeah, sure. It's part of the peace deal, I guess. And there we go. We've taken another chunk, or at least we've taken a chunk of land out of the... I upgrade my legend, increase the quality, complete it. And there's our miracles. We're currently ill, so I hope we don't die soon. Alright. Now, decisions. We can evangelize to the realm. Bang. That's a lot more Roman. And Nicene has somehow got 100 further, even though Jesus was exposed as a false prophet. Damn. But apparently the Rogatist heresy was enough all in 1 year to bring the further back up. Oh, that's 75. Damn. We can reassert Holy Mission, so we get additional 1 Kingdom tier Holy War Castabelli. And we go Extortionate Imperial Authority. Yes, please. But well, again, nice. Go for Oppression or Fairness. Go for, I mean, I don't think we need to do that. We can. Levy size, but these are insanely powerful. Levy contribution size minus 500, but we can get professional guys. That's all very cool. You know what I can do? Now I can afford it. I could definitely do that. Royal Court Grandeur up. I'm going to go for this kingdom. It's going to cost 2,000 prestige. What would suck would be if if I had to do the Holy War and then declare another one with the I would be upset about that. So historically, this man was killed in Persia. So let's hope that doesn't happen this time around. Or at least he was killed in a war against the Sassanids. So many wars going on, and basically none of them are mine. I mean, they managed to get themselves out of the... Oh, she's feeble. They managed to get themselves out of the, what, 6,000 they were in debt or something, which is kind of shocking. Household guard. Again, it's just going to help with this competence thing, but frankly, I think we're good. That's so many wars, by the way, and like, it's just because there are raids and there's like little tiny wars, and yeah, it's annoying. I'm not the main participant in any of these. Well, apart from the one. Sometimes my vassals fighting against each other, or tributaries fighting against each other. It really is not great. I'm not enjoying that side of things. Gonna stay in this just to win. There you go. All right, enforce demands. Just gonna create this title and give it to someone. My daughter. Or the son, I guess. So if I were to move my capital here, I can't because I'm at war. Well, that's never happening. I'm never not being at war. Like, so I can't look at the struggle. That's a shame. Oh, we're infirm. It's almost over. Oh, but, however, I can... Where is it? I could change the state faith. Reshaping the Imperial spiritual tradition to match my vision. It'll undoubtedly refine the realm's identity and my legacy as Imperator. But there we go. Cultus Diorum Romanorum is the new official faith within the Empire. Excellent. So instead of it being Christianity, the last pagan emperor will no longer be the last pagan emperor. Look, I mean, look at that. Niceanism is just dead and buried. These people converting all the time. So Nicene Christianity has 149 counters. We have 420. Tengarism is 151. So we've done very, very well. It's by far and away the most popular faith. But yeah, there's no way for me to resolve the Iranian struggle unless, like, I can't stop these wars. So yeah, it's a shame. But I think that is where we're going to leave it today, ladies and gentlemen. We have sorted out the Empire. We've prevented its collapse, sorted out our competencies. We have a ridiculous amount of money coming in per month. We have prestige. We have a professional army. We have everything we could possibly need. Extortion, Imperial Authority. We have the official state faith has changed. All our holy sites, apart from this one, are our religion. And yeah, the Roman Empire stays supreme. The only thing we haven't done, or two things that I would have wanted to do, which I can do if you want me to look at it in a future video, would be to sort out the Iranian intermezzo thing. I'd probably do it as the Sassanids and try and beat the Romans. I think that'd be fun. And then also I didn't claim back Britain, which is a shame. I could have done. I'm not going to. But if you did enjoy, chaps, make sure to like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. My personal thanks to Aiden Clark, who is said to be 7 feet tall. Wright, who once killed a man with his bare thumb. Redguard76, whom I've been secretly in love with this entire time. And the Schmoobler, who needs no introduction. Also thanks to Crilly, Ghostwolf, and Jason White for being my Patreon supporters. Means a lot, guys.